Improving situational or shooter awareness is extremely important in Battlefield 1 because I did an hour test on myself with the Battlefield 1 multiplayer. Basically, every time that I died, I recorded the reason that I failed the gunfight, right? And the top 2 reasons I died in that hour were because of bad accuracy and not being a situationally aware soldier, and that being the number 1 reason. And you guys know me, I like to quickscope my way around the map, and even then I was more accurate than I was situationally aware, just shooter awareness, how people were around me, their positionings, like my enemies, my friends, where were they on the map. That is situational awareness, and I was actually not even close to how accurate I was in comparison. So after that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to figure out how I can become a better situationally aware player, and then I'm going to show you guys, right? That's what I said, I'm going to show people, and I'm also going to learn it for myself, and I did. So now we have to go into the sound, we have to go into the radar, and we have to go into something else that I'm going to talk about at the end. So first, the sound. You want to make sure you're getting yourself a pair of gaming headsets with surround sound, alright? Sounds in this game are beautiful, alright? If you can afford a nice headset, even if there's just earphones, bro, you can get the earphones that came with your iPhone or with your iPod or your Galaxy or whatever. Dude, they work better than your TV speakers, alright? That's what we'll leave it at. You want to make sure you're using some kind of earphone, some kind of gaming headset, preferably with surround sound, so you can tell exactly where, footsteps will be. You'll be able to hear footsteps super duper well, and from what direction they're coming from. So definitely consider getting one of those, but also get familiar with the armies that are in Battlefield 1, and then you want to get familiar with what army you're playing as in your particular situation. The reason is because you need to listen to the callouts, right? If you are in the American army, or for example, and you hear a callout nearby in English, you know that you're okay. But then let's say that you hear a callout from a different language, then you're gonna know, okay man, there's somebody near me, I have to find out where this came from, and let's do that fast. And that's why you want to invest in a nice headset, a gaming headset with surround sound, so that you can tell where the footsteps are, and you can also tell where these callouts are coming from, right? Enemy noises, like when you're spotting, when you're dropping ammo, health, when you're bayonet charging, all of that, man. When your allies die, they also yell. You hear all these noises around in the battlefield. You want to make sure that you know what each of them mean, and it'll tell you directly where your enemies are, right? So you want to make sure you're using one of those headsets. The noises that bullets do, even those are different, man. The noises that bullets do, they're different. It will help you determine what you need to do if you're being shot at from an unknown location. For example, a sniper sounds differently than a shotgun, right? And if you hear one and you determine what kind of weapon it is, you'll be able to react accordingly, right? You'll know if you're being shot from a sniper. You'll know if you're being shot with a shotgun. So definitely hear me, my dude, hear me, alright? Because this is some really powerful information that I'm giving you that most people do not think of. Oh, and by the way, the armies in Battlefield 1 right now are British, German, Austro-Hungarian, Italian, Ottoman, and American. Now, there's a French DLC coming as well, and there's probably going to be a Russian one also. That's very likely, so those might be 2 armies that are coming in. But as of right now, that is what we have. So make sure that you get familiarized with what languages each of those countries speak, and which language your team speaks, what country your team is from. You know what I mean? So definitely make sure you do that before any and every single round. But moving on, the radar. That's the second most powerful tool that I have for you guys, the radar. So regardless of whether you choose to call it a radar, if you choose to call it a minimap or whatever, it serves the same exact purpose for everybody. The radar or the minimap is probably the most useful tool at your disposal to destroy the enemy. Always keep an eye out on the minimap. Always, man, always. The minimap will show you the exact location of spotted enemies and allies. It'll help you determine what side of the map your enemies are on. Just by looking at the side that your allies are on, you can see recent ally deaths, you can see your field of view, you can see what way is north, south, east, and west, which is definitely essential if you want to communicate with your squad, which is really big and really recommended. There's like a lot of information to be picked up off the radar. Make sure you're not missing out on any, my dude. Remember, You can also make the radar bigger in the settings if you need to do that. I actually did that recently. It really helps you out, man. That pretty much covers it for the radar. Now, there is one more thing that I need you guys to do in order to be more situationally aware on the battlefield. If you play Battlefield, which you do, you know what kind of impact spotting has. So definitely spot, and spot, my dude. Always make sure you're spotting enemies before you even shoot. That's what I do, man. I spot my enemies before I even shoot, because if I die, I can still get easily avenged by my squad member, or you know, whatever. Not to mention, you can see the enemy on the minimap when they are spotted, so your squad members will be able to see a red dot on their minimap when your enemy is spotted, right? They can see exactly where he is, and they can see exactly where he's going as he's actually moving. It's live. It's like a live feed of like his movement. It's like a UAV if you play Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare or whatever, man. That is definitely something to make sure you're always doing. Always spot. Always, man. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more daily Battlefield 1 tips like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.